Good evening, good evening, good evening. That was a mix of good Avery, Avarian flu day, and evening. So, good Aryan flu day and evening to you guys. How you guys doing today? Welcome back to another episode of Rants About Tech Live. This is the weekend episode. This is the weekend episode. Did I? Okay, I didn't put the chat in there. We're getting started off in a Rants About Tech way. We're definitely getting started in a Rants About Tech way. Let's get the chat in there. We're missing that right now. Oh, we still don't have it. We still don't have it. Whoa, what happened? Let's get the. We have it. We have it now. It's a bit bright in here. It's a bit too bright for the evening show. Let's put this in the evening show setting. Oh, there we go. This is evening show setting right here. Okay, let's start over. Back to how I was doing. How you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode of Rants About Tech Live. This evening is a Saturday show where we catch up on what happened through the week. I say, well, let's catch up on what happened during the week, but we could literally call this the DeepSeek show because that's all that happened this week. That's all anyone was talking about was DeepSeek. So this is the DeepSeek evening show. How's the volume? I hope the volume's good. It should be good. It might be a tad bit too loud. Let's turn that down. I'm a little bit too close. There we go. Mike is in a good spot. We're good to go. All right. Let's see who's in the chat right here. I appreciate you guys joining the chat. The members that are in the group or in the chat right now, I appreciate you. We got eInk. Let's go ahead and get the air horns going for the chat members. We got eInk in the chat. We got Jack Betts. Listen, Jack Betts, keep on pushing, bro. Like I've been there. I know the feeling. I know the feeling, Jack. So just hang in there. You're good to go, bro. Hang out with us this evening. You'll feel better. 100%. We got Jay in the building. What's going on, Jay? How's it going? Good to see you in here. We got Brian. How's it going, Brian? Good to see you, Brian. Thanks for joining us. And do we have anybody else out there? If there are other people here and I haven't seen you because you're not in the chat, thank you for joining me. I appreciate you. Yeah, like I said, this is a weekend review show. So we just talk about the stories that I covered through the week. And this week was a short week, so we had 3 shows. So we're going to talk about the stuff that we covered in those 3 shows. Like I said, it was the DeepSeek week. It was the DeepSeek week. Let's go to the chat and see what we got going on. Yeah, like I said, Jack, you're doing good, bro. You're doing good, bro. If I could type, okay, that's a different thing from eInk. Feel like I missed something. No, you missed nothing. Nothing was missed. Except for Jack. We're all in support of Jack today. Go. Let's get the applause going for Jack. You know what I mean? Because Jack's feeling it today, so we're showering Jack with some love. You're the man, Jack. It's all about you, bro. It's all about you. You're doing good. Just keep up the good work. Keep pushing. Keep up the good fight. That's all we can ask of you. So applause going for Jack there. That's what we missed there. Chinese bots are on holiday, I guess. No, they're not. Chinese bots never take holidays, bro. Never. They don't sleep. Um, where are these Note Max reviews, Jay? People, I saw a video. Have you guys seen Kit's video talking about the Note Max and the Manta? He's feeling like I'm feeling right now. I don't feel odd anymore. He's feeling like me. CJ, what's going on? Let's get the air horns going for CJ. I mean, Kit doesn't have the amount of rage I have over it, right? His rage hasn't reached the rant level yet. He's getting there though. He's getting there. Jack says volume is okay. Appreciate you. Thanks for letting me know. We had problems. Okay, so all right. So the last show we had problems with the sound because I had like a red light on the back of this microphone. I took this mic off during the live show and put another mic on. Had metal shavings everywhere. It was terrible. Apparently, with this particular mic, if you change a setting in the software that says, I would like low latency, this mic says, bro, I don't even know what low latency means. I'm just going to shut off now. Good luck. And that's what happened. I turned low latency on. The mic was like, I don't know. I don't even know why that setting is there because this mic can't handle it. But anyway, so that's what happened. I did some research, did some digging. It took about 2 hours to figure that out, but now we're good to go. I turned that low latency setting off. It's just what it is. All right. Just got Android and Aura Store loaded on my Manta. No, F-Droid and Aurora. What are those? What are those? I'm interested. Clearly Jay knows what that is. I don't know. Let me know what that is in the chat, you guys. I want to know. I don't want to be in the not know. Brian says, took my Nomad on the road. Okay, no doubt. How'd that work out? Was that the only eInk device you took on the road with you? Note Max is still Kit's number 2, no doubt. What's Kit's number 1? I'm curious. I mean, you all know what my number 1 eInk device is, right? I mean, I'd say that enough. But what's Kit's number 1? I didn't even know Kit had a number 1. Oh, it bypasses the Google Play Store to add apps, says Jack. No doubt. No doubt. I don't want the mic in the shot like that. Let's back up and give me a little room, bro. Yeah, so while you guys talk about yourself, Manta is the Manta is Kit's number 1? Really? Huh. Kit, holla at me, bro. We gotta talk. Yes, it was doing it during a tech show in Orlando. I took it with me to take notes. Okay, no doubt. How'd it work out? Only eInk device, and you took it to take notes. How'd it work out? F-Droid is an open source app store, and Aurora is sort of an everything else app store. Oh, okay. But you can just throw those on. You can throw both of those on the device. Interesting. I had no idea. I'm not. I used to be involved. I used to get into the hacking, jailbreaking. I used to get into the side loading. Not so much anymore. I thought Kit was a Boox bro too. Like that's totally surprises me that he's a Manta dude. Like I'm totally surprised. You know what I'm not? You know what else I'm surprised by? And I don't know why, but it's looking super cool today. The lights in the background, they don't even look real. It looks like a blue screen. Am I wrong? Or green screen? That don't even look like it's coming from this room. I don't know what's going on with the camera today, but you know what? I may have changed a cable that may give me more clarity on this particular camera. That may be what's going on. But man, it looks incredible back there. Okay, back to the show. Weekend review. What do we got here? So let's go to the first thing we got up here would be, can we go over there? Yeah. The first thing we got up is going to be, we talked about agentic AI on Monday. Monday was the first show we did. We did agentic AI. We did OpenAI operator, which I think the operator was just about, the operator was an agent from OpenAI. So OpenAI has agents now, $200. But you know what's funny? Let's take a look at this. I mean, it's not funny because anytime you're doing something that you didn't have to do, it's not necessarily fun. Whoa, where is the, okay, desktop number 1. Cool, there we go. All right, so you know what's not funny? This right here. The fact that people, I still haven't fixed this window, you guys. I don't know what's going on with this window and why it's appearing so small and thing, but I'll have it fixed by Monday. I'm still researching. I'm hoping tonight or tomorrow something unearths itself and I can fix this window thing because it just all of a sudden one day stopped working properly. But anyway, if you have Copilot, Open AI operator. So it's $200 to use OpenAI's operator. I say $200 because it costs $200 to get the top tier OpenAI subscription tools, and you got to pay $200 a month to have access to those tools. They added their operator to that tier of tools that you got to pay $200 to get access to. But if you have Copilot, you can get access to OpenAI's controller with just OpenAI. I mean, with just Copilot. Let me see if I can find that story I saw that in. Oh no, maybe it's the O1. My bad, not operator. It's the O1. Okay, there we go. Not my bad, not operator. Okay, so I mistook that. Microsoft brings OpenAI's O1 model to Copilot for free, to free tier users. So basically, I think the O1 model is under or OpenAI's $20 tier. So my bad. I thought this was operator. My bad. So we'll continue on. We'll continue on. So that wasn't as big as I thought it was. But we also covered Google's acquiring HTC talent for $250 million. Pets using buttons to communicate. Now we talked about this story, pets using buttons to communicate. It was very unimpressive to me. We saw this. If you want to see the reactions, go to Monday's show. Very unimpressed by that. I was like, it's so ambiguous. Those pets could have been walking over anything. They walked over buttons, hitting buttons along the way to other buttons, and like, how do we see that as them knowing what they're doing? It doesn't. They don't. That's just my thought, though. I could be wrong about that. Next, we got a roughness tester calibration. We did a roughness calibration test Monday. We figured out a whole bunch of things. By the way, the video is being made for that, where I did the surface test after cleaning all those surfaces, and I got consistent readings throughout. So someone in the chat, I think it was DeRock, said that maybe the surface is not being clean, may cause for the inconsistencies in the measurements, and that was 100% correct. Because when I did the measurements after totally cleaning all of the screens, I repeated the test multiple times, and the numbers were consistent. So I'm going to post those as well. I'm going to put those in a database on the website eventually when I get all of the tablets that I have tested. And I'm going to put up a methodology as well of how I actually went about doing the testing. Let's go to the chat real quick. We got a lot of chat here. My bad. Brian says it worked out well and was able to sync using the Wi-Fi in my hotel. Awesome. I'm glad it worked out for you. So that was a Nomad, Brian? Because that's what I did. The Nomad was all I needed when I went to CES to take notes. Literally, it's the only thing I used. People thought Kit was a Boox bro because Boox was dominating there for a while. No doubt. It does look like CGI. I like the purple though. No doubt. I like the purple too. But it does look crazy back there. I'm digging it. Sheen says, I just need a calculator on my Manta, but I haven't had any luck side loading. Wow. You know what? That's a tool that I never really gave any thought to having on an eInk device, but you're right. That will be a simple app to have. The Boox products have that. Need to use the ADB utility. I'm on Arch Linux, and use AMD Manager. Is that I said AMD, ADM Manager. I see AD and M together in a sentence, and I think AMD just because I'm an AMD guy. I don't know what none of those utilities are, Jack, but I'm assuming they're high-level things. Jack, have you tried using Sync Thing on Boox or Supernote yet to sync notes? Ooh, is that a new is that an app that you download or siloed onto the devices and it gives you storage space? How is that better? I'm interested. I'm learning a lot tonight. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. The Short Circuit channel LTT group made a review video of the Remarkable Paper Pro. It's great to see more and more big tech channels talking about eInk products. Absolutely. I watched Linus Tech Tools Tech Tips. I've been a fan of his for over a decade now. He every now and again will pick up. He's got another dude that does reviews on his network as well, who often picks up eInk devices. But I've seen Linus himself pick up an eInk device once on his channel a long time ago. I wish I understood what you just said at Jack Betts. Me too, Shink. I wish I understood too, because I did not. Jack Betts says at Jay, I see the Manta is just another external drive, so it should be easy. Good perspective. I have a friend whose dog knows the treat and out button like a pro. Really, eInk? Wow. Okay. Well, see, I didn't. There was no feedback during that video on Monday when I talked about it. Well, that I saw anyway. So I was really skeptical about it, and I was interested in it only because I was in the shower listening to a podcast. I take long showers, and the podcast was about an hour long. But it sounded really good. The interviewer who was talking to the people who had pets that did it, and they were talking about the science behind it and the person who came up with the idea. I thought, wow, why aren't more people doing this? And then I saw the video. I'm like, oh, I see why. I see why people aren't doing it. Yeah, Sync Thing is open source, a software that lets you sync any folder on any machine to any other folder on any other machine. That's interesting. Are we live? Masha, Mike, Mr. Mike, we're live, bro. We are live. Oh, and just for the people who are concerned, because no one said a thing, thank you for being concerned about my safety, you guys. You know I'm in Philadelphia. The plane crashed in North Philly. I meant to come on and be like, listen, I'm okay. I know you guys were concerned. I know you were concerned. But your boy is safe, okay? The airplane it was nowhere near me. I'm safe. I'm safe and sound. I might have heard something. I might have saw a flash in the sky, but I'm safe. We're good to go. I'm not in North Philly. Your boy's a West Philly guy. I'm West Philly all day, every day. Jay says, my friend has buttons for her cat, and one of them says drugs. But when the cat wants catnip. Oh, that's hilarious. The video is a little silly. Too many buttons. Yeah, it was. Like when I was in the shower listening to the podcast, I'm like, and it was a podcast from New York Times too, talking about this. So I'm thinking they've seen this. If it was garbage, the New York Times would say so, right? Wrong, wrong. Like 30 seconds into the video, I'm like, I see the errors in this already. I'm like, I see the error in this already. Sheik says, we are so glad you're safe, bro. Thank you, Sheik. I appreciate it. I should have come on immediately when it happened to let everyone know. I should have done a live, like, listen, I'm okay. I know you people are concerned about me, and I really am. I appreciate the concern. No one was concerned. Like, bro, you're in Philly? I didn't even know. All right, what else we got here? We have the Boox outline feature. Matter of fact, these last two things we didn't get to because of the roughness tester went so long. So let's go to Tuesday's show. Is it Tuesday? It was Tuesday. We did a show Tuesday. All right, so on the Tuesday show, and that was our Monday show. Tuesday show, we talked about DeepSeek. I talked about all that I knew so far, which is basically there's holes in their story about how fast they came up with this and how much money it took. There's holes in the story about the chips they use. So, yeah, just a bunch of creepy stuff came out about DeepSeek. It's not going to stop anybody from using the tool. It's not going to stop companies from implementing the tools because, as I mentioned in a show last week or this past week, Microsoft is adding DeepSeek tools. What is it? The R1 and the V3. They're adding both of those tools to their cloud service, the Azure. So I'm like, okay, well, yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. NVIDIA stock drops over this whole DeepSeek thing. And I think the NVIDIA stock dropped over the whole DeepSeek thing because DeepSeek said that they were using inferior chips to what everyone else is using. And they did it using a whole lot less energy, spending a whole lot less money in a whole shorter period of time. So when they were like, oh, they can do it like that? Why do you need trillions of dollars then? Stock drops. But that was just like I said, none of this stuff is I don't take all of this stuff with a grain of salt, I guess is the point here with DeepSeek. What account switching, what's app account switching on iOS? We talked about on Tuesday as well. Big thing. Anytime you can do more functionality on the iOS end, which stayed locked down like Fort Knox, it's a big deal, especially when you're talking about one of the world's biggest apps for communication, which is WhatsApp. App switching there, big deal. So that was I'm glad to see that. Friction coefficients. We brought up friction coefficients in the previous show. I had to look it up. So then we talked about that on Tuesday when I had to look it up on Monday. So friction coefficients, I won't be able to calculate at all. That's above my pay grade. Your boy is Calc 3 level in math. Anything beyond, I'm sorry, I said Calc 3. Calc 2 level in math. Anything beyond that, I can't help you with. I'm not built for that. So that's NASA scientist level stuff. I'm not there yet. Is the Boox outline feature worth the time? So we did cover it Tuesday show, and it was deemed that it's not worth the time. If you're using the Boox outline feature, just start using tabs. You'll thank me later. Or not tabs, tags. Use tags. You'll thank me later. I think I'm gonna do a video updating, because I put a video out a while back, putting everyone on to the fact that you can use boxes and asterisks to do searches. And I talked about a bunch of things that I wish that they had there that would make it more useful. I didn't go back to see if they added those things in subsequent updates, but apparently they've added a lot of those things that I talked about in that video that I thought they should add and that I've mentioned in subsequent videos. One of those things being that the organization of the tabs. So you can organize those, which I didn't know. Shout out to Mr. Media, aka Aaron, for letting me know that you can even do that. I had no idea they added that. That wasn't there when I put that initial video out. So I need to go back and check and see what they've added as far as the functionality to the tabs, the functionality to the search, because maybe they've made the search for asterisks and boxes better. That might be a thing. So no, the outline is total trash. If you're using it, don't. I mean, do to see how trash it is, but then use tags. They're way better. Is the Boox Note Air 4C trash? Yes. I don't know how else to say that. But like when I got a new product and I'm looking to sell it, it's trash. I have the Viwoods over here, and I haven't even thought to sell that once. So the fact that I'm thinking about selling the Note Air 4C and I haven't thought about selling the Viwoods says a lot. That's, to me, that says a lot. Boox, aka Onyx, they need to do better. They need to do better. This is unacceptable. I just finished my Boox outline video. I think it's useful. Oh, snap. Is it up yet, bro? Aaron? Is it up yet? Because I want to see it. The Boox outline feature is trash. Thank you, Jay. Judgment has been entered. Thank you. Listen, we need to just get that out there so everyone will know. Don't bother. Or so Onyx will know we need to fix that. We need to fix that outline we have in our system. Right now, everyone thinks it's trash, and we don't want it to be trash. All right, just imagine me playing both sides. Okay, I'm over here. This is. Never mind. I can't even. It doesn't even feel right. I can't act it out. I'm sorry. I will post it tonight. Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate you letting me know. You guys definitely look out for Aaron's video. If you haven't subscribed to Aaron's channel, 2530 Media, definitely go over there, subscribe. Like, especially if you like 10.3 content. I'm telling you, man, the 10.3 to me is the best right now. Until someone changes my mind. And any content I can consume on that is going to be good. So thanks, Aaron, for letting me know, and I'll definitely check that out tonight. I'm already subbed, so I'm getting notifications when they drop. What else we got here? Okay, let's go back to the roundup here. So we've deemed the Node Air 4C. No, I guess I may have deemed the Node Air 4C trash, but we still got Node Air 4C people. I get it. I don't get it, but I get it. The next show we got is the show we had Friday. So we didn't do show Wednesday or Thursday, but we had a Friday show. More DeepSeek info. Basically, I found out information about them using OpenAI models to train theirs in a process called distillation. It turns out they had back doors open to their servers for people to snatch user info. What else? A lot of stuff, man. Wait, data to China. Okay, there we go. I got a list down here. Energy costs. It seems that their energy costs may have been not totally forthcoming on how much energy it took to train their models. Because remember, I talked about before how when DeepSeek talked about the money, the time, and the energy, they were only talking about the R1 iteration of a model that R1 is derived from. And no one knows how much money, energy, and time they took training that model. And it seems like that model might have been trained on ChatGPT, like I said, through distillation. So a lot of things, a lot of moving parts going on with DeepSeek. They also have an imaging model that we looked at, super soft. Super soft images that thing creates. I don't like the look, and people are like, oh, it's rivaling DALL-E and diffusion. Is it Stable Diffusion? It's not. I'm here to tell you it's not. Used OpenAI to train R1, which we just talked about. DeepSeek database exposed, which we just talked about. Italy blocked DeepSeek. So we have a government that's already decided, listen, we do not want to take the risk dealing with this thing for regulation reasons. Microsoft to add R1 to Azure. So like I said, despite all of this, if there's money to be made, companies are going to try to make that money. It's up to you as a consumer to decide what you want to deal with and how you're going to decide to keep your data and you as someone who's on the internet safe. Alibaba AI. So Alibaba says that they're way more efficient than even DeepSeek. And Alibaba has the ability to train on regular chips. So, yeah, that's a thing. Alibaba AI coming onto the scene. Everyone has an AI tool, though. Google Maps location renaming. I was upset at first. We covered Google Maps, like they renaming Denali to St. McKinley. I said Mount McKinley. But this is not... And I was upset by that because I like the term Denali. But what I didn't know was when I was upset about it is that Denali came from President Obama during his term when he gave that name to that region because of the natives, right? But that was a change from the norms before 2015 when it was called Mount McKinley in the first place. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm digging them calling it Mount McKinley when it was already Mount McKinley to begin with. So I'm cool with that. I was upset. The Gulf of America, I'm cool with that, 100%. Because that's one of the things that the world will see, or in Mexico, on their map, they'll see the Gulf of Mexico. In the U.S., we'll see the Gulf of America. That makes sense to me. What didn't make sense is if the whole world sees McKinley when it should have been Denali. But since it was McKinley in the first place, we're good to go. We're good to go. New Pebble Watch. I thought there'd be tons of excitement over this, but I looked into it and I'm like, someone needs to make an e-ink watch, but it doesn't need to be Pebble. It doesn't need to be them. They've proven that they don't know what they're doing or how to go about doing what they should be doing. I have no faith in that they're going to pull it out. After doing some more research and reading on that, I'm like, no. Someone needs to do it, but it can't be them. Let's go to the chat real quick. Mr. Media says it's not total trash. Oh, what? AKA Aaron? I don't know. Jay says the Note Air 4C is the best front-lit e-ink device. What? Bro. Mr. Media says, I will post it tonight. Okay, so about the movie. The video. It'll be a movie. It'll be as good as a movie. I'm going to have my popcorn. Mr. Mike says, who the F needs to navigate to Denali? Me. And you know what? Who cares about it being called Denali, right? Fine. I'm with you there. What bothers me is what is GM going to call their Denali now? That's what I'm concerned about. That's the real question. What is GM going to do? CJ says, I tried DeepSeek for French to Japanese translation and the results were quite bad. ChatGPT gave very good results. Okay. And people are saying, oh, it's better than this. Really? I doubt it. Mr. Mike says, I need to say something. Boox handwriting recognition has become best in class. I assume by incorporating AI, LLM, it's been 100% accurate with me. Bro, I'm glad you said that, Mr. Mike. I'm glad you said that because I BS you not. I was just sitting here writing up. So I'm writing up this thing. I'm doing a write-up on... Sheesh. So I'm sitting here doing a write-up, and this was... Can we see this? And this was the part that I left off on before the live, right? Which is the selection tool section of the video that I'm writing up. So when I was doing that, I'm like, okay, now I have to go and look at everyone's selection tool because I remember why I like the selection tool, but I just couldn't remember what everyone's selection tool did. So what I did was I went and looked at every selection tool on all the tablets that I have, and I still deem that Supernote has the best. But that's neither here nor there. That'll be in the video. But what I realized is that they all had conversion tools, except for the Supernote. The Supernote doesn't have a conversion tool there. But every other one has a conversion tool. So I tested the conversion tools just because they were there, and I'm like, okay, I'm testing them. You're absolutely correct 100%, Mr. Mike. I've noticed that over the course of a couple weeks that it's gotten a lot better. I don't know what happened, but I mean, it's always been good. But now you're right. I do feel like, I have to do some more testing, but right now I feel like it might be best in class. Might be. Happy Saturday, Danielle. What's going on? Let's get the air horns going for Danielle. Oh, where'd they go? Oh, where's my... Oh, this isn't even the right one. Okay, there we go. Let's get the air horns going for Danielle. I appreciate you joining us, Danielle. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate you finding your way here. You could have been anywhere in the world here tonight, but you're here with us. We appreciate you. So yeah, what do we got in the chat here? It's not the Paper Pro either. Name a better front-lit e-ink device. Hold on, this is Jay. Jay, we're gonna get to that. I gotta come back to that. It took a monumental jump in accuracy versus Supernote with my handwriting. I agree, Mr. Mike. It absolutely did. It's not the Paper Pro either, says Jay. We're gonna get there, Jay. Yes, the last few weeks, I'm shocked. At Jay, need a front-lit Boox 10.3. No, we don't. Yeah, I'm like I said, it was always good, right? And it might have always been slightly better than everything else, But right now, it's markedly better than everything else. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Chicken scratch. And Boox gets it right. Absolutely. It's it's gotten so good that I typically would just export my documents and then and then have Gemini do the convert do the conversion for me. Oddly enough, the last time I did a test on that, which was a week ago, the Boox conversion did a way better job than even the Gemini conversion. And I pay for the best model that Google produces. And it did a way better job than even that model. So it's good right now. That the handwriting conversion is really good on Boox devices right now. All right, let's go back up to Jay. Jay said, Jay said it's a new group of people doing Pebble though. The same guy that opened Pebble is involved with this iteration as well. He's my problem. The Majikovsky. There we go. Majikovsky is the problem in my opinion. He's the wrong dude to implement these ideas. And that's just come from what I know in my research that I did on him and his dealings in the last 5 years or so. Jay says, name a better front-lit eInk device though. There aren't any. Big Me is out. Supernote has none. It ain't the Tab Mini C. You sure about that, bro? Maybe the Tab Ultra C, but that's gonna lose support soon. The Tab Ultra C Pro is what I was gonna go with. Way better than the Note Air 4C. It's got the speed, none of the ghosting problems. Just change the writing surface. I'll buy me a Feel Right 2 for that screen. I don't care. I want it. That's you know what? I'm not gonna buy the Note Max. You know what I will buy though? You know what I want right now? That Tab Ultra C. I might sell this. Absolutely, I'm selling this. I'm selling this piece of garbage sitting on the desk right here. I'm selling this Note Air 4C for a Tab Ultra C Pro. I want something with a writing surface, but at this point, I just want something competent. It's like, just give me competent right now, bro, and I'll be happy. I'll be happy. Like I like writing in color. Now that I've learned how to do it and I have a system for it, I haven't been able to do that in weeks. I'm just so frustrated with it. Mr. Mike says, Lasso chickens. Yeah, we got there. Jack, we went to get something like that, but 7.8, there's a front light 7.8 Carter 1300 pen enabled display from eInk now, but no one has productized it yet. I like that word. Mr. Mike, I'm assuming it has something to do with using an LLM to structure the results. I think it's more than that, Mr. Mike. They're doing something unique because, like I said, I'm exporting. Well, then again, it's not taking the strokes that it knows I have. It's taking what's on a PDF and trying to convert it. So I guess that's kind of different. So maybe you're right. Maybe you are right, Mr. Mike. Now it's going to be called the Rubble. The Rubble. They came up with a clever app name called Cobble, which I think was a miss. It just means it's just like you cobble something together. I like Rubble though. This is gonna be Rubble. Okay, maybe you're convincing me on the Tab Ultra C Pro. Absolutely, man. Mr. Mike, Note Air 4C is great, but I wasn't using it. Didn't like my Tab Ultra C Pro either because of the gray line on the side. The gray line on the side. I'm gonna have to. Is that the same gray line that the Note Air 3C had? Are we talking about the same thing? Because I found a way to get rid of that. Mr. Mike says Note Air 4C has a significant display. Has a magnificent display. Who cares if it's trash? Like if it's bog. It's like having a display that's capable of 120, a refresh rate of 120. What's it? Oh, what is it called now? Now I got to go to my settings and look up this refresh rate unit. What do we got here? Where's my display settings? What the what? What the what? Oh, it doesn't even say. Oh, hertz. Okay. Bam. Let's get back. Okay, so it's like you having a 120 hertz display. Yeah, it's an awesome display. 120 hertz OLED. AMOLED at that. You get a 120 hertz AMOLED display. Beautiful. It should produce beautiful images. But then you couple that with software that just can't even handle 120 hertz. What does it matter that the display is beautiful or can produce beautiful images? The software is just holding that thing back. It's just doing it. Jay says, CJ, I'm so mad about the Max's keyboard. Everything else about the Max is so good, which makes it worse. Yeah. Amanda, what's going on? Currently using the Note Air 4C and the Tab Ultra C Pro. Wait, you're currently using the Tab Ultra C Pro and the Note Air 4C? Do tell, Amanda. Okay, yes, we got to know. You love them both for different reasons. Let's give Amanda the air horns right now. Big air horns. Tell us what you know, Amanda. Like, you're probably the only person in here right now who can, like, settle this problem. Which one do you feel like is better? I'm curious. I'm super curious. All right. What else we have here? Let's go to the nope, not that way. All right, let's go to what else we have down here. T-Mobile price hikes. So one of the things we talked about on Friday's show were T-Mobile price hikes. And I was upset by that because I'm like, okay, we talked about this on like Tuesday's show. Or Monday or Tuesday show, we talked about it. And I'm like, oh, I don't care about the price hike for Netflix, or not T-Mobile, but Netflix. I'm like, I don't care about the price hike for Netflix. I'm getting it through my carrier. Well, lo and behold, my carrier raises the prices because Netflix raises the price. And they sent me an email saying, hey, because of Netflix raising their price, we have to raise the price of your plan now. You'll be paying this much more. So I draw the line at Netflix affecting my phone bill pricing. I was upset by that, so I had to come on and talk about it. I don't think I was upset about it when I was talking about it, but believe me, I was upset by it. All right, Amanda. Amanda says, I use the Tab Ultra C Pro for lecture videos and PDFs and the Note Air 4C for note. See, that's where I draw the line, Amanda. I can't use a Note Air 4C for notes. I can't. I want to. I just can't. It's too sluggish. It's got too many quirks. It ain't fast enough. How's the speed? Speed comparison though. What are we talking speed wise? Night and day speed? You know what I mean, Amanda? How we looking? Jay says I don't know that many Tab Ultra C users, Tab Ultra C Pro users, so I'm very curious. Me too. I held off on that device because of the screen slickness. But if that's Jay, it's my only other option, Jay. If I want a color e-ink screen that's not Kaleido, that's not gallery, because no. If I want a color e-ink screen that's not gallery, that has a fast processor in it, that doesn't have the new backplanes, because I'm not playing. I am not investing any money into these new backplanes. I don't care if I have to wait 7 years until eInk decides, hey, we've gone away from that ghosty piece of crap we shipped 5 years ago. We're gonna actually give you an upgrade that you can pay for. Then I'm on board. I'm not paying for this. No, sorry, not doing it. So every new device I'm gonna buy is gonna have the Carter 1200 at the panel with the old backplane technology. I just need speed bumps. I haven't had a really fast ink device yet. So the Tab Ultra C Pro would be the fastest ink device I would have had to this point. and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Mr. Mike says, I really don't recommend the Tab Ultra C Pro. I had them both at the same time. Why though? What happened? Mr. Media, aka Aaron, says, because of your Note Max video, I find myself almost buying this thing every 2 days. If I see you using this thing with the keyboard like a laptop, I'm buying. That may not happen for a while considering the keyboard problems they're having. Jay says, Aaron, if you want to use it with the keyboard case, wait until they fix the, spacebar. Amanda says that Tab Ultra C Pro is almost a laptop replacement for me. And that's probably what I need. If it was a 13-inch, it would be completely replaced. It would completely replace my laptop. That's interesting. You can guarantee that that's coming. I need a bigger screen for a split screen. That's the reason I was going to buy the Note, or not the Note Max, but the is it a Tab X? Almost bought the Tab X for a while back there. I wanted it. Jay said, Mr. Mike says no. Jay, no, not sure if I will get the Max. Cancel my order. I want to see more. Me too. I know it's the backplane tech. God, man, that size is awesome. I just don't want to be bogged down with something that I'm going to be mad about every time I look at it. Amanda says, speed may be hard for me to determine since I really only use a Note Air 4C for notes and ghosting hasn't really bothered me. No doubt. No doubt. Aaron says, if I put a Feel Right film on the Mini C, how good would it be to write on? Jay says it feels awesome. And that's why I'm thinking, I'll just do that to the Tab Ultra C. I'll buy a Feel Right 2 film, throw that on the Tab Ultra C Pro. Be good. And the colors on the... Amanda, I know the colors on the Tab Mini C are better than the colors on the Note Air 4C, period. I already know, I've tested it. Do you agree that the colors on the Tab Ultra C Pro are better on that device than it is on the Note Air 4C? Thoughts? Jay says, at Mike Fair, I can strongly recommend the Max, but the keyboard is broken until Onyx fixes it. Aaron did that with my. Jay says, Aaron, I did that with my Mini C when I had it, and the writing feel was awesome. Yeah, Jay swears by that, and that's exactly what I would do if I were to grab the Tab Ultra C Pro. I'm almost tempted to do that to the Tab Mini C, but I just use that for reading stuff and not writing, so it would almost just be to do it kind of thing. Amanda Wilson says the ink. I think I hated with the thing I hated with the Note Air 4C that seems to have been fixed is that sometimes the eraser would freeze and I'd have to close the notebook and reopen it. The latest firmware seems to have solved that. No doubt. Good to go. There's nothing worse than something nitpicky like that to bother your experience. You know what I mean? Something small. So I'm glad they fixed that. Mr. Media says, Jay, oh, interesting. Mr. Mike says, I disagree. I tested them side by side and thought the Note Air 4C was better. Better for what? Color? Are we talking speed? All right. What else we got here? Samsung Android XR is the next thing we covered on Friday's show. We talked about that just because MKBHD had a video on it, and that got a lot of views and it caught a lot of attention. So I thought that was worth kind of bringing up. I didn't really cover that all that well. I'm going to be honest with you. I just don't. There's nothing there right now for me. So there wasn't much I had to say about it. And then the last thing we talked about was Apple. The Vision Pro failing. It failed a long time ago. iPhone sales declining, and AI being the cause. They don't do AI very well. I thought that they would. And this is the thing for me. I thought that Apple would do an awesome job with AI for a few reasons. And one of those reasons was this. Well, those reasons were this. Apple has your data. They're a phone company, essentially. They have your data. They have messages. They got, they know your emails. Their native apps are collecting information on you. They don't sell that data though, so they say. Your information is secure. They have one of the most secure platforms. They're saying they're not training models on your data, and those things can be independently verified. I love that. And then I think Apple also has the experience to have apps talk to each other. And I talk a lot about the Apple Newton, the Apple Message Pad 2100, and how that had a process called Soup, and how Soup essentially was just a way for every app on the device to share information. All the info was pooled and only formatted for different apps. So if you put information into it, that information went into a pool of information. When you pull that information up on a particular app, it would just format it for that app. So that way, all the apps had access to the information. So when I was putting something in my calendar and it required me to have a contact information, that information would just be available to me in the calendar app, in the Notes app. It would be available to me in a third-party app if I needed it. It's all apps shared information. And I thought, Apple said they were going to do that in their presentation for presenting the AI. They said the AI is going to be able to pull information from all apps and handle the information in a intelligent way. I thought, beautiful. They're bringing Soup back. Mixed with AI, this should be a superb experience. They screwed it up. I'm like, if anyone was going to get it right, it should have been Apple. Looks like it's going to be left to Google now. If anyone's, I'm saying this right now. I think if anyone's going to get AI assistance done right, it's going to be a phone manufacturer, because they have all your data already. Like, if someone's going to get that portion of AI right, now all the other portions, the math, the coding, the customer facing stuff, whatever. But user data, that aspect of AI, when done right, can only come from a phone company, in my opinion. Superb. I'm sorry. That was good, Jay. That was good. That was good. It was superb, bro. It was an awesome system. Let's see what we got. And that was it for the show. Let's see what we got in the chat right here. Yeah, but only because, no. Amanda Wilson says, yeah, but only because the Note Air 4C has a grainier look due to the screen. Right. And that's what I was thinking with the color. I guess I know that's why the color would be different, but I thought, is the color that much better on the 4C that it shines even through the filter, that it's better than the Tab Ultra C Pro? But the colors still pop. Having contrast on is a big issue, though. The blue and green becomes almost black. Yes. I have my eInk tutorial, eInk Center tutorial is coming out, and it talks about that as well. Mr. Mike, color. Oh, he's talking about the colors better. Okay. The Note Air 4C was better in color? Surprising. Mr. Mike says, I'm still not thrilled with Kaleido color. I thought the Note Air 4C had the best Kaleido screen, but still not good enough. It does have the best Kaleido screen. I will agree with that. It has the best Kaleido screen of any device I've seen. They made some advancements on there, but also took some steps back. That's my problem. They also need to add image smoothing option to Kaleido like they do with the black and white. They do. They do. Let me look. Let's take a look here. I think they do. Let me find out where that was. Oh boy. Yeah. Mr. Mike, I think they do. Jay says, I'm interested in this eInk Center tutorial. It's a very interesting video. I did two. It's going to be two. I'm going to release them both in the same week. One on the 10.3 and one on the Note Air 4C. And they should cover the black and white and color devices from Boox. For the most part. Very interesting video. Very informative, man. You're going to learn. When you watch this video, you guys, you're going to learn something 100% because I learned a ton doing it. So I'm trying to find the eInk Center video I did, or the write-up I did on the Note Air 4C, because I'm almost certain I came across an image option there. You know what I'm going to do? We'll have it on Monday's show, so we don't waste time here. We'll have that on Monday show. I'll look through that. Monday, the video should be out. At least the 10.3 video should be out Monday. And we'll cover that then, Mr. Mike. We'll cover that Monday. Because I'll have a chance to go over that and the video will be out. So, Amanda Wilson, same Jay. I still find myself constantly tweaking settings in eInk. I just can't seem to get the best option for different use cases. Yeah, we're going to cover those. And I'm going to do 2 follow-up videos on recommendations. I have the recommendations done, but the video, it was already almost an hour long. So I'm like, yeah, I'll do the recommendations in another video. That makes sense. They say you never really know a subject until you teach it. Oh, yeah. 100%, Jay. That's an understatement, bro. And that's serious. That's an understatement because that's so true. That's so true. Come from someone who's taught military topics and who's taught elementary to an extent. I've done so many things in my life. I feel like I've lived like 4 lives. Yeah, that's so true, man. You don't know a subject until you've taught it. If you can teach it, or better yet, if you can explain it to someone, then you can say you know it. And even trying to explain it is going to teach you some things. I think I could be wrong, Mike, but I'm almost certain because it surprised me when I saw it. There are differences, obviously, in the black and white and color. But like I said, we'll go over it Monday. I'll scour through the notes again. The video will be out Monday anyway, so we'll know more then anyway. But yeah, we'll talk more about that Monday if you're here on the live. We'll definitely cover that. All right, I think that's it. Everyone. Oh wow, right on the dot. We got the hour mark right on the dot. How often do we do that, chat? We don't. We don't do that often. Let's stop that one. Start this one. We don't do it that often. We don't stop at that hour mark explicitly. I think we started on time today too. It's a first for 2 things for us. Yeah, so we're going to talk more about this other stuff Monday. I hope to have the color tester Monday too. And we'll do some crude testing of the color tester on Monday if I have it. I was supposed to have it Friday, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Let's hit the chat up real quick before we get out of here. See, this is why I keep being suspicious, Rod. Is secretly Batman. Too many things in his utility belt. Yeah, for real. I've done too many things, Jay. Too many things. Which I think is cool for doing YouTube because I can relate to a lot of different things and people because of that. So I think that's one of the reasons this YouTube is going pretty well for me. Kurt Line says, laugh out loud, never. I bet teaching elementary and military was strangely similar. Laugh out loud, never. eInk, you are correct. As weird as that sounds, teaching military and elementary, similarly eerily similar. We'll talk more about that Monday too. All right, everyone. That's going to be it for me today. I hope you guys got something from the show. I hope you learned something from it. I hope this wrap up for the week was good. If you want more information on any of the things that I've talked about here today, go check out those shows that we had early in the week, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. We're going to try to do this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from now on with a Saturday show like we're doing right now, just kind of wrapping everything up and just getting together and chilling out and hanging out and saying hi and picking the spirits up of people who need the spirits lifted, like Jack here. Jack again. Jack, don't let it get you down, bro. One more applause for Jack before we get out of here. One more round of applause for Jack. Because, listen, if, where are the applause? Oh, Jack, where are they? Oh, there we go. All right, Jack. You got it, bro. You can do it. The week's almost over. It's Saturday. Tomorrow, it'll be over, and Monday starts a new week. You're going to be good, bro. All the vibes change on Monday. Kurt says, laugh out loud, Marines equal crayons. Oh, sometimes. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining me. Have a great rest of your weekend. And don't forget, Monday show, 10 a.m. Hopefully, I'll put out a post. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for all the members. Thanks for all the subscribers. Thanks for all the rewatchers or the replay watchers and all of that. And until next time, everybody, take care.